What's up, y'all? So, welcome back to another Yap session with me, yours truly. Let's talk about growth, right? So, I have recently been given an opportunity to get promoted, and it's kind of a big deal because I've been in the military coming up on 21 years now. This is a very military-specific story, so if you ain't into that, just go ahead and click that little exit tool up in the right corner and just call it a day. But it's one of those things where, Hera, growth can kind of suck sometimes. And it's not because of the things that you think. Like, you know, when you get promoted, a lot of people go, oh, well, you know, you fancy, you got power's going to go to your head. And it's one of those things where you try not to be that way. Because some people, you know, they get a little power and then all of a sudden, oh, the stone's a dick. No, that's not how it goes. At least for me. And you know those people are out there and you try to avoid them at all costs because you're like, why did this person get promoted? Why are you getting any more power over people and you suck already, right? And hopefully none of my troops would view me like that. And if they did, I would hope that they would tell me not in those words. But at least I would have known by now that I wasn't ready for this type of position. And usually the leadership knows and they don't promote you anyway. But anyway, I interviewed for a branch chief position, which comes with an E8, which is a senior master sergeant in the Air Force. It's pretty cool. And one of those things, what happens is, instead of, you know, your peers sometimes can be a little resistant because these are people that grew with you, right? They were the same rank or close to you your entire career, and maybe they've been passed up for a position and you got something, and now you're going to be your former peer's boss. Like, legit, no questions asked. I'm your boss. You have to do what it is I assign you to do. And a lot of people can't take that constructively. Some people can, they're okay with it, and some people look forward to it. Like, luckily for me, my core group of friends either are retired or I don't have to deal with that issue, are still there to support me, or have moved on to other career fields where they're looking on the outside in and nothing that I do affects them at all. But now I've taken an E8 slot that was available because nobody else is ready. I was ready. Got all my stuff done, got my PME, got my senior NCOA, all that stuff done. I've been done. Got 2 degrees, good to go. And it externally, it seems like pretty awesome, but internally, I do worry about, you know, how it's going to affect my friendships. And at the same time, I would hope that my real friends, those people who are close to me, like I said before, my, you know, friendship levels video, would be more accepting of the fact that, hey, when it's business, and we all need to work together to get this done, and then after work we can go back to being tomfools, because the perceptions on both sides change, and I think that's what may be one of the root causes for why people think that you, if you do, may be perceived to act differently once you get a little bit of power. Because not only am I being held to a higher standard by leadership, those above me, I'm being held to a higher standard by those below me. So you can't expect me to embody that which has been placed in front of me, the position of an E8, or if you're at work, if you're a position of a leader, a manager, you know, supervisor, whatever, and still be, I don't want to say below, but still be acting at a level before I reach that, right? So I have to act in a way that I'm been appointed, and you should respect that. Now, generally, people like to say respect the rank. I think that's kind of a cop-out, but my main goal would be in this situation was, I don't like the way this road's set up, would be to have the person respect the position, right? You respect the position, you respect the rank that comes with the position as a general given. But there's 3 parts to that story. Respect the rank, respect the position as a branch chief, because I don't necessarily have to be a branch chief to get an E8 spot, but they're, you know, one and the same. But that 3rd part is on me. I have to earn the respect as a person that holds the position and that title. And I think that is a weighted grade, because people will do stuff begrudgingly. They will do stuff out of loyalty to their position in the military, the rank, the respect for it and such. But when you ask somebody to do something that respects you as a person, the rank, it becomes not bottom of the barrel, but it becomes secondary. You ask somebody to do something and they respect you, smooth as butter. Because I know when people have asked me to do stuff that I don't want to do, over the many years I've been in the Air Force, there's been plenty of times where I'm like, I hate this. This is bull crap. I don't want to deal with this. This sucks. They're making me do this. And that was in the sentence. But if somebody I respect asks me to do it, somebody I have pride, care for, I'm going to go, I hate this. I don't want to do this. This sucks. I hate it. But for you, I do it. That little bit of difference is huge. And it's not just military. It's not just work. It's home life too, which, you know, that's a tough one. And I know I said it's going to be very military tough, but a lot of my stuff is very broad. And if you apply it in certain situations, it'll open up your eyes to a lot of things in your life that are just, you know, maybe you hadn't viewed it that way because of whatever circumstance you're in. Like, you know, a lot of people don't like to think about work life and home life as two different things, or they like to think about work life and home life as two different things. But, you know, respect across the board can be pretty general. You know, I try, just like parenting, you know, it's one of those things where, yeah, you can't help it sometimes. You have to kind of parent out of fear. But I like to use my daughter as an example pretty much all the time. She's getting to a point where she's getting too old for that. Like, my daughter's tough. So I need to hit that, you know, parenting out of respect button, you know, a little harder than I would under normal circumstances. I need to get over, and I'm about to miss my turn because I'm talking too much from the face. And to be honest, dealing with her actually helps me deal with the military a little better and not the other way around. Like, the way that I lead, I like to establish a rapport with people, and then I lead them based off the relationship we have and what I feel that they need. If they don't need me around, I'm out of there. Nobody likes a micromanager. If they need a little bit more input, god dang, it's windy, for me, then I will be there for them, but I'm not going to hold their hand. I'm not the lazy type where I'm just going to disappear. I'm not going to come in, start stuff, and leave. I will give you clear instructions, tell you what I need you to do, leave, let you fail, come back and go, hey, this is what I needed. This is what your output was. Where's the disconnect? Because I gave you clear instruction, I gave you a time frame, and I gave you a consequence or a result. I don't want to say consequence because consequence is negative, because you can have a positive result. Hey, if you do this, this is the outcome. If you don't do this, this is the outcome. And I learned that from dealing with my daughter. Such a crazy thing. And the reason I say growth is painful is because sometimes those people that you're trying to get to see your growth, your reception of that growth, they don't receive it the way you do. And you have to find a way to bridge that gap between your reception of a position, their perception of you in that position, and the expectations that both the leadership above you and those below you apply. Crazy. And my wife's calling, so I'm out.